to you Scorpios out here. So for you, you have the 10 of Cups, the 6 of Swords, and then you Scorpios have the 6 of Wands. So for you, a lot of you Scorpios very much so are in a situation where you're content with actually walking away from a particular situation, i.e. staying single. A lot of you Scorpios do not care whether or not you're in a relationship, because a lot of you Scorpios understand that it's better for you to be in single mode, basically, and, you know, just be in a relationship with yourself than to be in it with somebody else who is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Out of their mind, right? Giving you a hard time, having all of this sense of entitlement about what they deserve and all of this and all of that. But reality is they don't do anything for you. They don't do anything heartfelt for you, right? So the 6 of Wands, the 6 of Swords, this represents you Scorpios being like, okay, since people don't want to actually do anything for you, why should you care about what it is that they've got going on? And you Scorpios are 100% right. You shouldn't care about what they've got going on. The best thing that you Scorpios should be doing is legitimately look out for yourself, because, you know, you have so many people who are really selfish, and it's not even selfishness just for selfishness to take care of yourself. It's more so like stupidity, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, a lot of this stuff ends up being in vain. It ends up being for nothing, really. It ends up being dysfunctional, no matter how it is that you look at it. You know what I'm saying? And I'm saying all that to say that I'm glad that a lot of the zodiac signs are really starting to kind of see things a little bit, right? Of course, see things however it is that you want to. Y'all are adults. But they see things a little bit as to how it is that I see it, from the perspective of they understand that people are out here really wilding. And that if you're not really paying attention, you can end up getting caught up being lost in that wildness yourself, trying to chase up on after anybody, right? No matter who it is, right? If the person's heart is not necessarily in the correct place, you essentially, you Scorpios, the best thing for you Scorpios to do is to stay away from these type of people, because all it is that they're going to do is try to bring you down, because they've always got some dysfunctional stuff going. That's my dog over there. So, no, my literal dog. See, there you go. Love my dog right there. Anyway, that's my ace boon coon right there. But anyway, the King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles right here represents how a lot of you Scorpios, you bring so much to the table, right? A lot of you, namely, a lot of you Scorpios bring loyalty. You know, whenever it is that a lot of you Scorpios, now granted, a lot of you Scorpios can choose to be disloyal, like a mug too. I've hung around Scorpios basically my whole life. I have an uncle that's a Scorpio. You know what I'm saying? And I know that a lot of you Scorpios, if you choose to, y'all could be disloyal like a mug. But, excuse me. But when a person is when you Scorpios are loyal and all of that, I'll clean that up later. It is what it is. But when you are loyal to somebody, a lot of you Scorpios very much so are very loyal. But a lot of times people don't necessarily talk about that part. They only want to talk about the disloyal Scorpios, right? Or the times that Scorpios can be disloyal or whatever. But it's like for you Scorpios, you're trying to figure out to what extent should you be loyal to somebody, right? Before you actually have some sort of point where you decide to not be loyal anymore. And you're 100% right. The King of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles represents, but loyalty is one of the things that you do bring when you decide that you're actually going to be loyal to somebody, right? When you worked out certain things within your own heart. And a lot of times people will take your loyalty because they playing the game, right? And then they'll basically step on your heart. They'll basically break you, you know, heartbreak you. And then now you Scorpios feel like, I gotta play the game, because if I don't play the game, people gonna step on me. People are gonna disrespect me. But now, a lot of you Scorpios have learned this, and some of you Scorpios should learn this, right? For the ones of you who don't know this, for the ones of you who are just joining the channel, right? Just now watching the videos and subscribing and all of that. I've talked about this before, that love and pain are in the same vein. And what I mean by that is the fact that a lot of you Scorpios, regardless of whatever it is that other people are doing, you Scorpios should be at a point where you don't play them type of games. Y'all should be good regardless of whatever it is that y'all encounter. Because at the end of the day, a person who does that type of stuff to you, especially if you being 100 with them, they're really playing themselves. They really playing themselves. That's something that they really doing. They really playing themselves. So the 10 of Swords and the 7 of Swords right here represents for you Scorpios, right? A lot of you Scorpios are, the 10 of Swords and the 7 of Swords speaks to how a lot of you Scorpios are not going to be as loyal as to the point of fault. Now, I'm not asking you Scorpios to be loyal to a fault. What I'm saying is that, because see, sometimes people watch my videos and they take it to the extreme. And what I mean by that is they get, and I'm glad for that, they get what it is that they get out of these videos. And that's something that they're supposed to be doing. But sometimes they take it too far in a sense that I would kind of want to tweak, right, their perspective just a little bit, because they have to, or they should understand rather, that it's not like you have to learn. It's best that you learn how to be flexible. It's not about like shielding yourself from this. That's not what this thing is. People are going to be as dysfunctional as they want to be. It's about studying the game. It's about learning how to maneuver. When I say study the game, I'm talking about it's about learning how to maneuver through life. A family member of mine needed some help, right, a couple of days ago, on up to yesterday, right? But it started a couple of days ago. And I was telling this family member X, Y, and Z, and family member or whatnot only found out, I want to say between yesterday and today, of what it is I was talking about how, oh yeah, you're right, because X, Y, Z. And I was telling my family member, I'm not going to say who it is. You don't need to know who it is, right? But I was telling my family member, I said, I've been through this. I've seen this before. So it's like, I know what's coming next because I've literally been through this. I've seen literally these antics before, many times before, right? I've seen it so much to the point where I started to understand that there's a pattern to it because they do the same stuff, right? The devil cannot create anything new. So it's like, when I say same person, different shirt, I'm being literal. It's the same psychology, the same way of thinking, the same motives, the same modus operandi. It's the same motivation. It's the same thing. It doesn't change. They're cookie cutter, copycat, one monotone, boring. Like, they don't change. They all do the same stuff. They don't change. People who are shiesty, they always trying to play a victim. Right? They all like hot Cheetos. They all like seafood boils. It's cookie cutter. Like, when you ask these dysfunctional people that, they never say, oh, this is what it is that I really like, or anything that breaks apart or kind of separates them from the particular, or makes a distinction from certain people. It's literally the same program. It's the same cookie cutter stuff. Oh, I like seafood boils, flaming hot Cheetos, Beyonce is my favorite this, and it's like yo, like Cardi B and Nicki Minaj, and oh my gosh, and it's like what about Snow the Product, the rapper? How come these individuals have never listened to a wonderful musician, one of my favorites? Got a chance to speak to Snow the Rapper myself. Love Snow the Rapper. Snow the Product, who is a rapper, excuse me. I love Snow the Product. right? AKA Claudia, right? How come they never heard about her? How come they never talk about her? How come they never peep game as to what Claudia or Snow, the product, is talking about, right? How come you never hear that? How come you never hear variety? Because the devil, my dear Scorpios, cannot create anything new. They all copycat. They all do the same stuff. They all chasing one monotone dream. They all have delusions of grandeur, the same. It's all mass hysteria, the same stuff. Like, so this is how it is that you can know, right? When you get hip to the game and when you Scorpios understand what to look for, you can be like, okay, you're gonna stay away. And you'll feel proud that you stayed away because you know what's coming next. They all wear, fam, you know what I'm saying? So, and then you have the Queen of Pentacles, and then you have the Hermit. These two cards, right, for you Scorpios, represent how if a person seems to talk to you 1 minute and then they just go missing, right? They dip out, and then it's never enough communication. That's one of the ways on how it is that you know that these people aren't for you, because what they're showing you is that communication is not going to be enough for them to actually get to know you. They in the game. So the Magician now represents how you Scorpios, right, have to, and the Magician is Scorpio, along with Gemini and Virgo. But this represents how you Scorpios have to understand that what you've got something special about you. And what I mean when I say something special, I'm talking about sincerity. You don't have to be ripping it. See, this is what I'm trying to say. Like, it's the people who play me who are the stupid ones. I know people from Central Park. You dig what I'm saying? You feel what I'm saying? You know, I know what it is. You feel what I'm saying? I know what it is. I've had a phone call with them. I know people who are well connected. You dig what I'm saying? I'm one of those people who started to become well connected, or whatever the case may be, right? You know, so as a result, you understand what I'm saying? The person, and it's not about the money. It's the fact that it's the mobility. It's the fact that I started from the bottom, now I'm here. And I'm rewarding all the people who were loyal, who ain't like, you know, on some nonsense. And for the people who want to play games or whatever the case may be, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just going to leave those people in the dust and leave them alone. It is what it is, right? And just, right? That's water up underneath the bridge. I'm going to just brush them off my shoulder. But at the same time, too, I don't even care. And it's the same thing that you Scorpios need to have. Y'all need to have this nonchalant mentality. You need to really not care about the antics and the games that certain people play. Because what I'm seeing here is that that's getting to you Scorpios a little bit, where you trying to figure out, well, what's up? Like, you got to get to a point where you stop caring so much. Granted, it's still going to frustrate you every now and again, but you got to get to a point where you stop caring so much to the point where any little thing gets you upset, because stupid people going to do what stupid people going to do. So let's clarify the Hermit. Six of Pentacles, Four of Swords, the Hermit. Yeah. The Four of Cups, King of Cups. Yeah. So they're doing all this other type of stuff to run game, to get you caught up, to get you thinking about what's gonna happen next, and you know, to get you enticed. Those are the type of people who are down to have their time wasted. If you value your time, you're not going for this, right? The Ten of Cups and the King of Cups right here is about how, because a lot of you Scorpios are becoming a lot more okay with being by yourselves. Long story short, this person tried to play you. There was somebody that you Scorpios is trying to get to know, and they wasted their time playing games with you because they started to do the same okie doke. It was the They give you all this free attention up front, and the two of y'all seem to be getting on well with one another, and then it's like they basically drop off the face of the earth. Now all of a sudden you can't get these people at all to give you a call. It is what it is. Right now all of a sudden it's like they done changed up on you. They different now all of a sudden. It is what it is. You can't let that get you bent out of shape. You, Scorpio, saw what it was and you stopped talking to them because you know what type of time it is. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, share the video. Trying to get the YouTube channel to 100K. We're at 16,000, coming up on 16,100. Smash the subscribe button, smash the like button, hit the notification bell, set the notification bell to all so you can be notified whenever I drop my video.